where can we start small? Where can we make fast bets, cheap, show that there's potential to be pushed on, and then we can accelerate it.
As an entrepreneur with a smaller business,
Mhm.
with Free World Media, I always feel like there's this bridge of how do you effectively work with large corporates?
Right.
Because when you're a small organization and you don't have legions of people, you don't have all the budgets and resources and stuff like that, and you're going to approach, uh, uh, one of the oldest, most successful soap companies in the entire world, and many other Fortune 500s that we'll go through a little bit later. Walk us kind of through that dynamic because you've been a agent of change and transformation in really large companies. It's an oxymoron to say that they're innovative. They may say and they may spend and they may try innovation, but really they're a cash cow and they're going to protect their internal systems and stuff like that.
Right.
And you're bringing the cutting edge. It's fun and exciting. And I think a lot of companies will be like, hey, let's get started. And then be like, hey, I got other things to do. Because you've gone through the cycles, right? It didn't start after the crash. You were there in 2004 with Free World Media. And so you're seeing all this boom and bust and where companies are putting their bets in terms of innovation and cutbacks and stuff like that. Can you give us all kind of a flavor? Because some of us, who's worked in a Fortune 1000 company? I know we have a handful of individuals. These large corporates have its own cultural identity. It's definitely not Hive, I can tell you that much. So kind of give us kind of that perspective for those of us who haven't worked in or haven't worked with.
Right. So this is where digital anthropology comes in. I mean, understanding who are these companies, what is their culture. For some reason, I worked with a lot of three-letter acronym companies, public, like commercial companies. So IBM, NCR, IHG. For some reason, keeps coming up. But they're 100-year-old companies. They have legacy, cultures and values and systems in place. And so it's very interesting to be in this. I started up this little, merry band of misfits. I wanted to be an anti-agency. There's these digital agencies or marketing agencies, but I wanted to be more than that, And so I wanted to hire really smart designer, creative, engineer, product folks. Um, but really be a team SWAT team kind of Mandalorians going out and just doing really killer work, without getting involved in too much of the nuance of some of the political landscape internally that companies can't get out of their own way. And often that's why they would bring me in, because they know that there's opportunity, but they have to be in meetings all day and they need to make change. And so we would come in and help discover it. And that's what I'm doing today in my current company, Human Pilots AI. So it's human centered. How do we help pilot what's going on with AI? But it's a really interesting juxtaposition because I'm running a small company with small, very loose culture for change and understanding and learning, and we're trying to teach these opportunities and experimentations with our clients. And there's a certain amount of decorum and respect that you have to have with their culture and their culture and their history. Um, but you have to know where to push and where to pull and where to be cautious, and what levers in surface area can you really help them exploit. And so that typically, what I found repeatedly over time is just, where can we start small? Where can we make fast bets, cheap, show that there's potential to be pushed on, and then we can accelerate it.